Good morning. Today I said we would talk about a contactor. But before we do, let's go back to basics. If we have, say, a lamp, we need to connect it to a supply, mains. Live, neutral. You'll notice there's a gap. The gap there is because that's where I'm going to install a switch. So when you press the button, the switch, the live goes through the switch, through the lamp, lights the lamp, down through the neutral. Light comes on. Press the switch again, light goes off. Pretty straightforward. However, instead of you pressing the switch, there's a coil to operate the switch. Let's draw a coil. When the coil is energized, it becomes magnetic, and what it does, it pulls in this arm here, so in effect this coil, by being a magnet, pulls in that switch so the light comes on. It doesn't have to be a light, it's just that a light is the easiest thing to draw. It really is that simple. You might be asking what controls the coil. Well, that can be connected to a limit switch, a button somewhere else, but let's go with a limit switch so that when something achieves its limit, it closes. When it closes, it energizes the coil, and when the coil is energized, it pulls in this switch, which then operates this light in this case. But bearing in mind that this light could be a motor, it could be whatever you wanted it to be. But basically, you have something small, like say a small limit switch operating this contactor, and then the contactor itself switches on the big load, i.e. in this case, the big lamp. Right, that's enough speaking. Let's actually have a look at it. Here we are. I've now got it set up. This is called a DIN rail. Here is my contactor, here is my remote switch, and here is my big load. It's a lamp. If it was anything else, you wouldn't see it operating. It's very simple. I press the switch, the contactor operates, the light comes on. It really is that simple. Press the switch, contactor operates, the light will go out. The clunking noise you can hear, that is the contactor operating. As I said, it really is that simple. Let's have another look at the drawing and the contactor side by side. Here it is, drawn out exactly as it is wired. Here is the lamp. Here's the contactor. Here's the incoming supply. The lamp is connected across 1 and 3. I'll show you close up in a minute. The supply is connected across 2 and 4, and the contactor coil is connected to A1 and A2, which in turn, A2 is connected to neutral, and A1 is connected to live, but via the switch, this thing. Here we are. Here is the actual contactor. Here is terminal A1 for the coil, and terminals 1 and 3 that the lamp was connected to are there. And on the opposite side, A2 is here that the neutral is connected to for the coil, and down here are terminals 2 and 4 that the supply is connected to. Just like on the drawing. Contactors are usually used to switch big loads. I know in this case I only have a lamp, but it's something for you to be able to see. There's an infinite number of uses for them, but they are very, very easy once you understand what to do. The other thing you may have heard of and may be familiar with, one of these. It's a relay. Relays, unlike contactors, have changeover contacts. Normally closed, common, and normally open. That's what that means, is that it can be one or two states, either normally open or normally closed. You needn't worry too much about it in this video, but they do exist, but they are slightly different than contactors. Usually they are considerably smaller for one thing, and as I said, they have changeover contacts which contactors do not have. As always, thank you for watching, and if you'd like to support the channel, please buy me a coffee.